Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
I'd like to introduce these gentlemen here. Joe, Henry, Larry, Randy, Ron, and George. Guys, hold your hands up here. These gentlemen, they're the wonder of the Bank of America Chicago Marathon. They have started and finished all 39 marathons in a row, and they will be going for their 40th. So they have run every marathon since the beginning, and will be finishing. We'll be looking for them on Sunday as they complete the 40th Chicago Marathon. We also have some special athletes, some of our stars of the event. Steve Jones. He's the 1984 and 1985 Chicago Marathon champion, and in 1984 he set the world record in Chicago. Dina Castor is the 2005 Chicago Marathon champion. She is also the London champion and Olympic bronze medalist, and she is the current American record holder in the marathon. Joan Samuelson, 1984 Olympic champion, 1985 Chicago Marathon champion. Some iconic champions are here.
Well, I have some of the 40-year guys here. What's your name?
Joe Antonini.
George Mueller.
Henry Kozlowski.
So,
Hi,
what's your name?
Ron Williams, and I'm the oldest of this crew.
How old are you?
78. All right.
So, you guys have seen it all change over the years, and are all of you from Chicago area?
Well, I'm Italian, but I've been living here forever.
Right.
Antioch, Illinois, yes, suburban Chicago. Randy Burt.
And so all of you are from the Chicago area, and so what was the first race like in 1977?
Right. Well, for me, I had been a runner for several years at that point, but I had never run more than 10 miles. So this was completely, totally unknown territory, and I think the same is for all of us. Didn't know what to expect, but foolhardy but young at 29 years old, I finished in 3:35, and it was not bad, but I learned a little bit from that one, just like everyone.
Well, 4,200 started, 2,200 finished. That tells the story, okay?
Oh, okay. Where did it start and finish at?
Started at the Daily Center
Plaza, yeah.
and finished at the old Grant Park band shell, which was torn down probably 30 years ago.
But it's still a Grant Park area.
Yes.
Okay. And then, so what made you guys continuously do it every year now for 40 years?
When 83, they dragged the alumni out. That's the first time they called us to the alumni, and they had us run on Arlington at the racetrack, coming out of the horse gates, doing a mile out there.
That's cool. So they changed the course over the years, too.
Well, no, that was where that was just one of their photo shoot things on that, but we actually did run.
Okay.
And after that, we've been alumni ever since.
Well, and I've been doing this for about 10 years. I've seen the group get smaller and smaller. So now you're down to the 6 amigos.
Right. Yeah.
That's right.
So what's your opinion of everything that's went on over the years?
That's kind of a lot to say. I'd say it's been interesting. You know, things have gotten more commercialized, got bigger, got better organized, got a large variety of people. These started with all these people from countries all over the world. And that's kind of neat. I mean, you run along, and one guy ran as the Eiffel Tower. I mean, he actually had an Eiffel Tower with him one year, and you got you've had races where people ran on Halloween. They ran in like a dragon costume. It's like 6 guys, and they all ran together. So you're tied together. You got to finish. So it's been fun.
And you're the oldest guy, so you
Right.
didn't start until you were 37.
Right.
And so an older runner, but and you've seen everything change. And what was the most memorable year you ran?
Well, the year my father died, I got a call at 2 in the morning and on Sunday morning, and still went out and ran that morning.
Well, God bless you.
Right.
So you're still out here?
Yeah.
Well, so all of you guys, are you inspiring your wives, or kids or grandkids or neighborhood kids, do they all look up to you now that you've run this now 40 times?
I wouldn't say look up to me, but my son, my son will be running his first half marathon tomorrow, and I'm trying to convince him to run with me in a marathon in May. So I'm working on him. And the 5 granddaughters, they're kind of athletes, so hopefully they'll run with me someday in the Chicago Marathon.
I have 2 grandsons that are going to run with me eventually, and I've run 8 marathons with a daughter and half marathons with 2 other daughters.
And have you guys run other marathons around the world over the years?
Oh, we've been out to Honolulu, Detroit, Green Bay.
Chicago only.
Yeah.
We talk about inspiring runners. There was one year we were running along, and I remember these people were standing like on an overpass, and you hear this little kid say, "Mommy, Mommy, why are those fat people tiring themselves out?"
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I've run, in addition to Chicago, Boston, Green Bay, Nashville, Wisconsin Marathon, Madison, Wisconsin Marathon. So, yeah. Oh, Lake County Marathons, which were run for 20 years. That was an awesome spring race.
I only ran Chicago, and I'm not going to
I've
run
done
anything else.
Stockholm, Alaska twice, and others marathon. Boston.
So, and you guys have done this all these years. Do any of you coach any kids or any training groups, or do people call you for advice on this marathon or any type of running ideas?
I coached a junior high soccer team for 2 years.
Well, then that's good.
But not running.
Neighbors who also run, I say hello to them and sometimes chat with them just a little bit, and they kind of follow things along.
Well, Sue, any other words here of advice?
People want to know when I'm going to quit.
Never. As they say, never, never, ever quit.
I have a word of advice. My word of advice is be patient. And
Good morning, everyone, from Chicago. Here is the finish area of the Chicago International 5K. Second year event, and it looks mighty successful. I was talking to race director Kerry Pinkowski. Over 6,000 people are here to run. And there it is, a full shoot to say the least. This is finishing out here at Grant Park, right across from the Field Museum. And there they all are, flags lined up along the course there. And here is the finish shoot. This is amazing. So there it is. Goes around here, finishing in the park here. There's the tents over there with the Chicago skyline in the background. Well, we'll try to get a few interviews. 360 deal here. Enjoying post-race refreshments here. All here in Grant Park. Well, we have one of the runners here from China who just did the 5K. So what is your name?
Alex.
And so you told me this is your first time to Chicago. How you liking the city?
I think it's pretty good. You know, people are very friendly, and city views are awesome. So.
And is this have you run a lot of 5Ks, or is this your first 5K?
Actually, I got this running from my friends, and this is my first time to participate in such a running race, and I feel very excited, also very tired. Yeah.
And what part of China are you from?
Northwestern.
Okay. And can you show us what you won today? The medal?
Yep.
The medal there?
Yeah.
The Chicago Star. And can you hold up that the scarf on your shoulders? Yes. They got all the runners got a scarf. And cool. Well, we have 4 young people here from is it Mexico or Costa Rica? I see a Mexico hat too. So 2 from Mexico and 2 from Costa Rica. So what'd you think about the 5K this morning?
Yeah, they have to.
How did you like the race today?
Yeah, it was great race. 5K to prepare the marathon, and I feel the weather is sunny, but We expect tomorrow we can have a cloudy day.
Well, yeah, hopefully. So all 4 of you are running the marathon?
Yeah. All 3? Do you run the marathon? Sí. Juan Carlos, Andy, and I.
Okay, so 3 of you. And you're not, huh? No marathon? No marathon. So 3 of them in the yellow shirts are going to run the marathon. Is this your first time to Chicago?
Yeah, it's my first time.
How are you liking it?
Yeah, it's great. It's impressive.
Here's a group. Looks like all from China right there. Looks like they're all having fun here. Hong Kong. Hey, here they are, excited. Okay, who is running the marathon tomorrow? Oh God, they ran the 5K marathon tomorrow. So who's going to be our spokesperson?
Everyone. Louis.
So, how many days you been here in Chicago?
Around 7.
And how many of you are in the group?
More than 30.
Okay. And how are you liking Chicago?
It's great.
We got Godzilla, the Raptor. I love it. This is awesome. Everybody wants a picture with the Godzilla.